Welcome back, Cadets. In the last video, we created our build validation pipelines for the dev and main branch. And in doing so, we added safeguards. No one can push directly to them. They have to go through a pull request. And this allows us to go through a kind of a pipeline where the build validates, and also we can review their code, because if only if something works, there are no build errors, that's not enough. I mean, someone can send code that might prove troublesome in the future, might add to that technical debt, and we don't want that. So, and we saw those pipelines, we don't do anything with what is built. We just build and we're done, and it's complete. But for the next coming videos, we're going to go through the whole chain. We're going to go from when someone creates a pull request and it passes the pipelines, it's approved, and it automatically goes through the whole chain of pipelines until it redeploys on the cloud. Our production environment, for example, we have a web shop. We don't want to do all of this manually. We could do this manually. And we're gonna see two versions. For dev, we're gonna automate that, and for the main branch, we're gonna leave where we have to manually approve new changes, because we might not want to do it any time in the day. We might only want to do it 4 in the morning when most of our customers are asleep, except me. So before we start on that, let's just get an overview, because so you know why we're doing why. So in ExcellJava, I'm just gonna create some visuals. Let's create this, a little box here. Let's add some text. I'm going to say this is the pipeline we created, build and validation pipeline, right? And then I'm going to create 2 more pipelines. We're going to have a build and deploy pipeline. Oh, sorry, not build and deploy, build and publish pipeline. And then we will have our release pipeline. There we go, put it there in the middle. So we have 3 pipelines, and as I said, when this build and validates, it does nothing with the source codes when it's complete. And build and publish pipeline, this will actually do something with that source code that is built. We will publish it to a place, we will see new words, we will see new concepts, but we will publish it as an artifact and put it in a directory that the release pipeline can access. And when this one is published to this place, so let's make a circle here so it differentiates from the other ones. And let's call it artifacts. Right, let's call it area, for lack of a better word right now. And when this is complete, this will go there. And then we can create another one, and we can use that. And as I said, most of the things we can keep it manual, right? Here, this just goes there, but this one doesn't go directly there. Or actually, this one doesn't even go there. We're gonna show you how that works. We don't want that. They're not connected like that. Okay, let's focus here. Where are we? I lost myself. So as I said, we can do most things manual here. But as I said, for the dev branch, we're gonna automate this by adding triggers. So we have this, and we might refer to this if we feel it necessary. So let's go back here. Let's go to pipelines. All right, I said we're gonna keep this for the next video. This is the theory, and in the next video we'll do the practical, so it doesn't get too long, because I tend to do too long. Until next uplink.